experience as we know it. Yeah, come experience as we know it.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Global Empire Entertainment Media. You are not ready. And if you are, step back. It's going down. Global Empire ENT Media is now live. Are you ready? Global Empire Entertainment Live stream. Welcome to the show. Yes, we are live and we're ready. Prepare for the greatest live stream available.
What is good, family? I hope everything is coming in clearly. I'm not going to take up too much time today because I've got a lot of studying to do, but I did want to bring to your attention just a few things that I've actually been researching. I've been keeping my eye on. And, hey, Trends, what's happening, baby? For all of the traders, the stock market gurus, and so forth, I'm going to lay a few gems. I always call them gems, you all, Global Empire Media. But I'm going to give you a few things that you should be looking out for. All right. And the very first one I thought was very, very fascinating. I had heard about this craze going around, and it was about weight loss injections. And they actually have centers now strictly for weight loss injections. I never thought I would see this, but it is true. But one company in particular, we call this Big Pharma. Now, why am I bringing this to your attention? Not because I want everyone to go out or that I'm endorsing these products. I just want you to know what's going on and how profitable they may or may not be. This one, I do believe, is going to be a game changer, but it is called Mounjaro, Monjaro. All right. And I'm going to read a little bit of it to you, but then I'm going to talk about the side effects as well, because you need to know this in case you're thinking about getting one of these injections. I'm not going to get the injections, but what I am going to do is I may just put a little money behind this stock. That's just me. But it says Big Pharma's golden ticket, sales of new weight loss shot made by Eli. That's Eli. Next word is Lilly. I'm giving you the game, you all. Eli which would make it the best-selling drug of all time, far surpassing the jab. I'm going to say the jab. All right. But that is one thing I want you to know. And it is also known by the word Tirzepatide. Terzepatide. All right. Analysts suggest, of course, that it could reach as high as $50 billion within the first year of sales. Keep an eye out on that one, you all, whatever you do. Next up, let's go into gold. Wow, when I saw this, this really blew my mind, you all. If you look at the last row there, you'll see that it was a spike. That was at the third quarter of 2022. And guess what that is? That is gold, you guys. It has reached an all-time high. But you have to understand, and understand why is it in such demand now? I'm going to give you a homework. I'm going to give you homework. If anyone sees Diva Tomboyish, I'm not reading the chat right now. Please tell Diva Tomboyish that we have more homework. Mama is back. I hope everything is coming through. But this is your homework. Tell me exactly what is gold used for, and why would it be in such huge demand now? Okay, but as the article reads, central banks globally have been accumulating gold reserves at a furious pace, last seen 55 years ago when the US dollar was still backed by gold. All right, according to the World Gold Council, I'm giving you all game. Be looking out for these words. Who are the puppet masters? I'm just going to put it like that. And one day I'm going to interview my stock guru, okay? And he will tell you quite a few things that you may not know about the market. But the WGC is what it is called, the World Gold Council. Central banks brought a record 399 tons of gold, you all, worth 20 billion in the last three quarter of 2022. That's a lot of damn gold. That's a lot of damn gold. But if you research and you know why they're buying it up, what is gold used for? Now everyone says, okay, gold is used for jewelry and so forth. Okay, that's fine. But you would be amazed. I'll give you a hint. Did you know that gold is also used in electronics, but also in medicines? Whoo, I'm giving you game. I'm giving you game. Next up, here we go. Let's talk about Bill, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I always look at the portfolios of different trillionaires, billionaires, and the likes. I like to see what their portfolio looks like. All right. I know what 55% of Bill's portfolio looks like, but we're going to go into something that's a little high tech, but it's been coming for quite some time, you guys. Can anyone tell me what that is right there? And I'm going to look at the comments now. Third World, Colombia, peace to you, peace to you. Well, that is something that has been on the horizon for quite some time. At first, you would have to put in your fingerprint, correct, for your iPhones, etc. But now you have to think about the waste in this country and others to print out IDs, to print out money. Money is becoming obsolete. We already know that because most of us now we are digital. I was just thinking about this earlier, and and it just proved my point that I was. I remember going out to the stores, you know, walking, driving, going to the store, getting what you want. But now you can actually order anything online, and you don't have to go into the stores and give them your paper money. Everything is digital. But they're going to amp it up, you guys, and that is where Bill Gates comes in. You have to, like I said, you have to always follow the money, follow the puppet masters of the world, because we are not the puppet masters. They are, but I'll be introducing you to a lot of the world puppet masters very, very soon. But this is what we are headed towards. They've already tried this in certain cities in certain countries, but you would never know it. This is identity, digital identity. Pretty soon, you won't need money, you won't need a bank, you won't need anything. Perhaps you'll just need your phone. And then you can show your phone, or maybe they can just take a scan of your eye, and I'm gonna tell you how dangerous this is as well. Let's say, for instance, all of your banking is now digital, but also everything about you is digital, from the organizations that you're in, to the groups that you're in, to the food that you eat, to the stores that you buy. And all they have to do is just scan your retina and they will know everything about you. But what's so dangerous about this that is coming is that it could be altered and you would never know it. What if, let's say, they decide to change your residence and say that you come from Afghanistan or wherever? It would be so easy to do that, you all. Please be looking out for digital identity. Next up, what do I have for you? Ooh, let's go back. Let's go back to the gold. Let's go back to the gold. I'm giving you all game right now. Whenever I come in the next couple of weeks and so forth, I'm just going to drop you some gems. You can do whatever you want to do with them. But what I do is I always advise that you do your research. All right. You do your research. And also back to the weight loss injections, because we know that our society is very obese, and in certain countries as well, the inhabitants or the people are very obese. And so what are our women turning to? Before, they were turning to getting lipo and so forth. But now, what if there is a drug? What if there is a drug well, now that drug, I'm not saying to go out and get these. What I'm saying is, if you want to put good money towards something, invest in it. It may be way too expensive now, because when things are on the ground floor, that is when you need to jump in. But when they have already introduced products and so forth, and they are proving that it's working, then that's when they actually bump up the price. I want to tell you about gold. I want to tell you about gold. Did you know that gold is used in maternity, hmm in your health, in surgery, in food, in chemicals? Here we go. Here is the gem. It's used in space. Why is gold used in space? You know, there are a lot of theories that say the Anunnaki, they came to harvest gold. And since they didn't have enough intelligent beings, then they manipulated the human DNA so that we could be slaves to harvest gold. But here's something ironic as well. The capstones in Egypt, what were they capped with? It was actually gold. Of course, they were all taken away. But yeah, the capstones in Egypt, they were made of gold. Daquan, peace to you. Gold, if you put it in space, it can do things that other minerals cannot do. You see, other minerals, they can break down, right? Sometimes, they have gold flakes in certain foods, and you could find, I found gold at the bottom of one of my drinks I used to love. I think it was called Goldslager, but it had flecks of gold at the bottom. But I didn't know about reflection and about atoms and so forth. Did you know that in 1909, Nobel Prize winner Ernest Rutherford used gold foil in an experiment to successfully unravel the structure of an atom? He won a Nobel Peace Prize for that. Wow. And of course, in surgery, gold plated stents are used to keep vessels open, secure blockage, and ensure adequate blood flow. The radiopacity of gold ensures gold offers great visibility under an X-ray. I actually turned down um, a test recently because when I found out what they were using, I said, no, I'm going to pass on that test. I just won't be walking for a while if I have to do that. But in space, gold is used extensively in electronic circuit boards and space shuttles. By 1980, the US space shuttle contained nearly 41 gigograms, I think, of gold in brazing alloys, fuel cell fabrication, and more. Because we're going to space now, because we're doing a lot more as far as surgery and AI and with our phones and so forth, gold is going to be very, very invaluable, and it is quite costly now as well. Some people have been investing in it in quite some time. Why do you think in certain countries it is almost forced labor? It is forced labor in countries for diamonds and for gold. We're going to talk in the future, why are diamonds so expensive? Who's looking for diamonds and why? Is it just for jewelry? No, it's not. No, it's not. So that's it. That's all for now. I didn't want to keep you too long. Peace, power, understanding, wisdom, and light. The next time I come at you, it will be in regards to, well, I think Cynthia Rose, she did. She already talked about the first rapper that was killed, murdered this year in 2023. But I'm going to come to you about contracts now. Music, sick, SICK, contracts, what we have been talking about for years, Cynthia Rose and I and others, and why some of us have walked away from the music industry. So until next time, I love you guys. I hope everything came in clear because YouTube is my enemy these days. All right, until next time, you guys. Love you.